Hi, my name is Ethan Brown, and here in Perforce, this is the build I'm going to be using. For some reason, my dates are all screwed up, but it does still open up the newest build. It's going to be 822931 is the one it's showing me. I'm not sure what's going on with Perforce, how it's not showing me like the newest date updated, but it is going to be still the newest one that was submitted, and it has all the updates made to the game. So go over in here, got a levels, my level, here we are. So yeah, it is the newest build. Let me just go back into my tasks, then I can show those quick. So yeah, let's see, add more platforms, change player spawn to give the player more movement. At the start, change the wall behind the player spawn so the player can't skip the level. Add kill zones outside the level so the player has to stay inside the volcano. Add more markers around the level to guide the player. Add a marker for the wind trigger that opens the trapdoor. Add in more enemies to the new platforms. Add in more moving platforms the player has to ride. Add in a drop-off tunnel before hitting the wind trigger. Replace moving platforms with a small rock asset. Have enemies drop the new fuel cells, so I can show all those right now. So yeah, here's more room for the player to move around, so he's not just like moves out here and instantly gets hit by the boss. And then we go up here. Player runs out of fuel just before being able to skip the level. So there's that. Here's the enemy can't hit me behind the wall anymore. See if I wait for that to come back out. Not hitting. Yeah, it's not hitting. Looks like I need to kill this enemy. So just show that he does drop the fuel cell right there. And then the markers are going to be like the little yellow hues that are around the level. Kind of show that like where the player is going, and also like the fuel cells kind of help guide the player a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, it's like this is the way I'm supposed to be going, and then there's like point lights to guide the player as well. Get that back up. Added more enemies. There's just different kinds of enemies now, just like the different enemies that we have in the game. Let's see here. Replace moving platforms, small rock assets. We saw that where all of the moving walls and platforms were now the rock assets instead of the green cubes. Let's see. Add a marker for the wind trigger, and then the kill zones outside of the level. So that if we just run out here, there we go. Player dies, respawns. So there's the kill zones. There we go. Kill that enemy. Here's the new moving platform. Over here, there's the marker for the wind trigger. So when we go walked into that, there we go. That opens up, and then showing the drop off, and also show the laser hits enemy when players behind walls. We showed that it isn't hitting me anymore when I'm behind the wall. So fix that, and then I'll show my other ones in the editor, because that's the only way to accurately show like what they are and what they're meant to be. So if we go down here, add it in this wall so the enemy can't hit me. And then here is the drop off that loads into the next level. So there's that. There's everything I need to show in the game. Now let's go and open up the actual game here. Wait for that to load up. I actually showed these. Change boss beams, change stats on boss beams. So add SF, the boss beam attack when it hits walls. I added it, but it doesn't seem to spawn as big of an explosion I'd like, so it's really hard to accurately visual or see. And change the speed of the laser hits the player. So now it's just not rapidly hitting them the second they step out. And then decrease the lifespan. So show all that. I open up my level here. So now let's go into, let's see, here, open up this. Alright, so yeah, there's the emitter that's supposed to spawn. Then there's the lifespan here. So it lasts, the ball that actually interacts with the player to cause the damage. It lasts about 1.5 seconds. So that way it's not floating around in the level or where it's not really supposed to go. Then the last one changes speed at which it hits. So if we go down projectile movement, I changed it from around 3,000 to 1,500. So it's just not rapidly hitting the player consistent, or just without them giving a chance to breathe. And that is all my tasks that I had in this sprint. And that is all I have to present.